welcome back. As now we have two players left here in the ECL Winter Finals 1v1 tournament. Endo, it is Artuzio taking on the 16-year-old phenom Sizu. You want to tell everyone how each of these players got here?
Yes, great matchups from both of these players getting here to the quarters, the semis, which you watched today, and the final we're going to be going to very shortly. Both of these two players, Artuzio and Sisu, both respectively swept their opponents, Eki and Hansulino, 2-0 in their series. Both of them choosing to use the Carolina Hurricanes, and both of them unfortunately going down with the Carolina Hurricanes itself over here. We'll take a look right now at the playoff tree to give you guys better perspective over here. You'll notice here that there's this good sweep right through over there as well. And unfortunately for Eki and Hanzelino, they'll be walking away for this and not going to be here in the final here as we have Caesar and Artuzio again. Like we said, with Sisu and Eki in the first matchup, it was the David versus Goliath here, and basically showing that it's going to be a rough game for the go through, but Sisu was able to stand up to the pressure and go through with a 2-0 series sweep. And with Artuzio and Hanselino, not to discredit both of them, they were really great close games, but just it all went to hand Artuzio being able to execute properly with his defensive coverage and be able to put the puck in the back and then on the other side of the ice as well. So we have some great hockey coming up for you guys really shortly. Hopefully we can get started to this very soon.
As the ECL and Sports Gamer, we have a lot going on here, and it's not just about 1v1. We also have our NACL 23 quarterfinals here over on the NA side. Endo, you want to tell everyone what this is all about?
Yeah, so these winners of these quarterfinals who won the semis and the finals, and the whole deal. Whatever happens up over here is the top team from this division will go on and play against the ECL Elite Division winner, which we'll get to very shortly. So coming up here, we have Instinct versus Scary Hours, Underdogs versus Entourage, Caps Gaming versus Composure, and Isles GT versus One Unit. That looks like one of the big games we're definitely going to be looking out for because Owls GT has also been a unit, but One Unit has definitely been a big firehouse as well too. These are the best of the best of the NA or 6v6 play, and they're going to be going on over here to play in the World Finals over at Helsinki in a couple of weeks over here, a couple of months actually, a couple of weeks. 6v6 Hockey World Finals, ECL, and World Final tickets are up for sale right now as well too. Grizz, can you let them know about what they can do if they are a member of the ECL as well?
Yeah, so if you want tickets to the Assembly 2023, tickets are available at a discount code. If you have the ECL player license, you will get half price off those tickets. So definitely want to punch your ticket there and take a look at the ECL and World Finals. As man, a lot to play for here, but nothing bigger than right here, right now, as we have our 1v1 match that we are just getting ready to get underway. And here's our head-to-head matchup. It is 16-year-old Sizu taking on Artuzio. Tell us how they did in the regular season and in the playoffs, Endo.
Yeah, right here you can tell that Artuzio did take one loss right there as well in the regular season, but at the same time, he was still able to be as dominant as we've seen him tonight as well. He's that one thing to him. He has that composure, that even element of playing. And just whenever you play, no matter what time it is, no matter where it is, when it's going to happen, he plays the exact same game. He's that consistent when he plays. And also Sisu as well, coming through again, 16 years old, playing in his first LAN event. And look at the numbers that he has right there. You would not think this is his first time competing in a massive event like this, only at 16 years old. It's absolutely incredible. And I can't wait to see what they have going on for us in the next matchup here. We'll get to it very shortly. We're not going to hold off a little bit longer and getting you guys started and having you guys go through and watch this amazing gameplay. And we're going to find out who is the top 1v1 player here in the ECL.
As guys, we are ready for our interview. Let's swing over there to our interview screen and see what we have going on here.
Thank you very much, Chris. I'm here with Artuzio after that tight series against Hansolino. First off, take us through a bit how that series played out in your mind.
Toistako vielä kyssäri?
Yeah, real quick, take us through how that series played out in your mind.
Yeah, tight series overall. Hansu played pretty well. Did some goals that I wasn't expecting, but I managed to win the series. By the way, and do my stuff and so on.
Yeah, you really managed to show that you have that resilience that you spoke of in the previous interview. Now, moving on to the finals against Sisu, how much have you actually played against this young phenom?
Sisu is a great player. We haven't played a lot in this version, but like one matchup at the qualifiers for this tournament, and haven't played more than that. So interesting matchup coming.
You want to say how that qualifier matchup ended?
Sisu won 4-3, but I had like a breakaway 5 seconds away, and his goalie take it away, and that was it.
All right, so we can definitely expect a tight series in this one. Good luck, Artuzio. Let's have Sisu in for the next one. Yes, so I'm here with Sisu. Your first series against Eki, who I kind of dubbed as your mentor. How did that feel playing against him and in this LAN environment?
It was very tight series, and first I gave up some easy goals, but then I just played better and scored goals.
Yeah, you really managed to take that away. Now I spoke with Artuzio and Hansolino a bit about the teams that they're playing with. You've been choosing your Boston Bruins, who you're actually a big fan of. What are some of the things that you like about that team, and who's your favorite player?
There is a good goalie, Linus Ulmark, and big defenders, and I like the first line.
All right, and we saw you with the Pasternak jersey and some of the graphics. No, Marchand actually. You a big fan of him?
Yeah, but Chara is my favorite player.
All right, you heard it there, Big Z. Against Artuzio, he said you've played one game in the qualifiers. How did that game feel to you, and what are you expecting from this finals matchup?
I'm expecting a tight matchup, but yeah, Linus kinda saved me in that game against Artuzio.
All right, you hear it there. The young kid really warming up and getting more comfortable with the LAN environment. Good luck, Sisu, and let's watch the finals.
Well, here's a look at part of what they are playing for. The trophy is sitting right beside those PlayStation 5s as we have Sisu about to take on Artuzio, the Boston Bruins fan, repping the Boston Bruins in game. And on the other side, Artuzio repping those Washington Capitals. Endo, I know you're not going to give a prediction, but do you think one of these teams or one of these players has an in-game team edge?
I'm trying to think a little bit here. It seems like both of them do have some strong big players, and that does happen to be the core of some would say the meta a little bit of having a big strong player, so that way you can kind of hold them off and try to make those passes right through. So it could be a very, very even game itself too. Obviously right now, if you look at the IRL stats in terms of where people are on the leaderboard in the NHL, you would say possibly an edge goes to Boston, but I'm not sure about that. I think Washington has a good upper edge with having some good finishing movements as well, and finishing players with like Kuznetsov, and again, obviously, just Ovi as well being a dominant force if he's used in a way
Absolutely.
that could benefit you.
I think that first line versus first line matchup is going to be unreal. As we'll take a little bit of a look on the format of this tournament and how these players ended up getting here. It started with the qualifier stage. It was a BO1 single elim, no room for error, but there was 4 qualifiers. Top 32 from each qualifier would advance to stage 2. Stage 2 are regular season best of ones. Top players are seeded into 8 groups with 16 players from each group, and top 8 of those 16 advance to playoffs from each group. Stage 3 is our playoffs. Our best of 3 single elim semifinals and finals are played out here today. Now we are finally down to our final 2, as first place taking away 1,000, second place 500, third and fourth you'll get 300 apiece, and fifth to eighth coming away with 100 euros each.
Yeah, it's just again another look over there, and look at the players getting ready to jump in and gop right into the game right here. Face off on their way. Finals, here we are. Let's get it going.
It is the finals. This is what we play for. A shot right on. Artuzio testing the kid early, or excuse me, the kid testing Artuzio early. Had my teams mixed up there, as Sisu is the top seed in this one. As now Artuzio with the puck, donning those Washington Capitals jerseys. Sisu donning the Boston Bruins. It is Artuzio looking to force that one across. Intercepted as now Sisu trying to work this one out of danger. Is Sisu in behind his own goal. 3 minutes into this game one. It is a best of 3 to compete for the finals. It's Pasternak wide right. Sends it out in front. Bergeron! Top shelf snipe as Sisu takes the early lead on his second shot of this game.
The kid showing early that he is not here to clown around. He wants to get right into the action, right to everything, just going through and showing that he means business, getting that shot on point right there. Absolutely fantastic work there from Sisu, getting the puck on the net. Beautiful work.
Unbelievable stuff to start out of the gate. It's Sisu not wanting to play from behind, as he did numerous times in that series against Eki, taking the early lead with Patrice Bergeron there.
Yeah, the only thing I will discredit him for is those jerseys. I am not a fan of the Boston Bruins Winter Classic jerseys. That's the only point I will...
Not
only
one of
point
their
I'll knock
best,
them on.
Endo. They certainly have some other better jerseys that at their disposal, but hey, if he likes that jersey, it's fine by me.
Yeah, exactly. If it helps him get goals, then by all means, do what you got to do.
All right, wins the draw off of that early lead, and Artuzio going to send this one down the length of the ice. Endo coming right back. I think we maybe see a second goal here from Sisu.
Yeah, he's going to want to put the pressure on as much as he can, too. I think maybe his mindset is to wear an eyesore jersey so that way it distracts Artuzio, so he has a little bit of extra time trying to focus onto the game itself.
Absolutely right, as here comes Artuzio looking to tie things up into the offensive zone, working with Orlov. As he protects the puck on that forehand, using the right stick to go about that, is in behind, working with Kuznetsov, looking for the shot, doesn't go. First line out there still for this Boston Bruins squad is Sisu, in over the line clean. Takes this one down below the goal line, pops it back out, top of the left circle, down to the bottom. Shot out in front, Pasternak, a drive. Kemper had the answer. Phenomenal save there from Artuzio as Ovechkin here for Artuzio. Backstrom. Backstrom will wait for Ovechkin. Pass never got to him. He's working towards his office. Too many sticks in the lane. As now, looking to break this puck out clean is Suzy. Works this one out. Right hand side, it's Marchand. Now still with the puck, just waiting for that pass to open up. He scores! Sisu with the 2-0 lead.
Marchand was like a pickup truck, just waiting to back up inch by inch by inch, waiting for the opportunity to get that pass across the Pasternak, who's looking to put in the back of that. Take a look right there. He waits, and bam, perfect shot. Good pass, play right through, and great opportunities right now for Sisu, who's got a 2-0 lead right now. Beautiful work again.
Sisu right out of the gate. It was a number of 2-0 goals he was able to erase versus Eki. Now a 2-goal lead of his own as Hall was looking for the third goal. Played out into the corner as Sisu now gains possession of the puck, kicks that one free. Once again, here comes Sisu. As you just see the patience baiting for the poke check or a misstep to open up a passing lane. It worked well on that second goal. Now Artuzio, cross-ice pass. Pavel Zacha right there to intercept there for Sisu. Sisu swings this one around. Nobody home. Artuzio brings this one up the left-hand side. It's Wilson on the wing. Wilson fights through stick contact. Drops it into the open ice for Jensen. Jensen driving towards the net. Swung in behind. Now Oshie, as he's looking for his man. Back skates in, loses the puck, gets it right back. Artuzio. Now Sisu unable to clear. Artuzio up top, Jensen. As he looks to skate around his man, drops it off to Oshie. Passed ahead, swung down low. In behind the goal once more, Mantha. Working with the Capitals again is Artuzio here. We are in our final series of this ECL 23 Winter 1v1. Shot off the pad. Olmark the save. Make that 2. Olmark preserving that 2-goal lead. Artuzio threatening here. Brings it back. Jensen, a strong possession as down low Mantha. Another save by Olmark played out. An Aaron passes. Oh, just turns that one over. Artuzio was given a gift and gave it away. Here comes Sisu. Over the line, Coyle. Coyle stripped by Ovechkin. as Artuzio. And for his breakout pass, left-hand side, Ovechkin once again. Drops it off, Backstrom, forward ahead pass, Ovechkin dropped again, Backstrom in over the line, Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, Van Riemsdyk, doesn't let it go as he skates his way in. Brings it back up top, Gustafsson, Kuznetsov. Squeaks by the defender, swings it out in front, taken away by Sisu. As Sisu works it in, has a step, Sisu knocked away. Defensive prowess there from Artuzio. Now maybe looking back door. Has a bit of a open ice to work with. Was able to shovel that shot in. Steered aside, still with the puck. Artuzio just going to kill out the period. No final shot. A 2-0 lead for Sisu.
Sisu looks like he has all of the control right now. Just looks like he's trying to look at he's making Artuzio play his game instead of having Artuzio control it the other way itself. It's great work right now for. It's definitely something you wouldn't expect from someone who at the age of 16 years old to be at this level, just being able to command a lead like this. You would think because it's his first land, he'd have a little bit of jitters with him, but it seems like he's been locked in since the beginning of the night, the beginning of the day, just working hard and really taking control whenever he can.
Absolutely right, as we did see him go undefeated in the tournament thus far. He's taken down big names like Nicky Dangles, adding Eki to that as well. Artuzio taking down a couple big names of his own. Tom Boo, Leighton, PWC regional finalist in Saku, adding Hanselino to that as well. Now Backstrom crosses the line here. Artuzio looking to get himself back in this game. Saw a strong offensive possession from him earlier, but could not find the back of the net. See if he can do it here. Working in early minutes of the second period. Sent across, intercepted. It seems like Sisu is everywhere he has to be. Marchand working in, bumped off the puck. Gains again with Bergeron. Now pass across Marchand. Pasternak got the last chance puck movement and rifled it down into his own end as Sisu regrouping here. Bergeron. Knocked loose as Artuzio will find his way up the ice. Wilson gains the line clean there. Artuzio still looking for his first of this game, of this series. Sent out in front off the skate. Grizzlick finding Hall. Sisu has a step. Sisu works it inside. Short side chance. Saw a lot of that earlier. Did not go. Sisu pulls it out in front. No shot. Orlov. The interception. Artuzio all over that pass. Wraps around his own goaltender. Does Artuzio. Here comes the forecheck of Sisu. Sends it in. Backside pass. He scores! David Krejci. We saw him capitalize on the forecheck in the first series against Ekiendo, doing it once again against Artuzio.
Yeah, he just picks a good opportunity to just hold the puck a little bit, wait for an opportunity to go through. That was an absolutely great pass right through. I had no idea that was going to go through. But sometimes you got to take some gambles with this game that we love to play, and sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. Right now it's just a 3-0 lead, something you definitely want to have.
Threads the needle, tape to tape, maybe giving Artuzio a little bit of his own medicine there, as Artuzio down by 3. Plenty of time for a high caliber player such as Artuzio, but here comes Sisu once again. Sisu cuts it back towards the center, finds Hall with a shot blocked in front. Artuzio working with Brown, cross ice, switches it up. Brown again on the return feed from Strome. As he drop passes that one, sent in. Olmark was there to make the save. As now Sisu turns that one over in the neutral zone. Fresh line coming out here for Artuzio. Top line here for the Caps. See if Artuzio can get himself on the board with Backstrom. Backstrom swings that one. Jensen down low. Kuznetsov battled away in the corner. Sisu comes out with that one. Grizzlick finding Carlo. Carlo pass across. Smith now Coyle. Coyle switches right side to DeBrusque. DeBrusque works it in tight. Sisu with the puck in the corner now. Finding Coyle again. Coyle top of the left circle. Driving towards the net. Has space. Now pressured by Artuzio. Slips the check in behind. Intercepted. Artuzio coming back the other way. As now cross ice pass. Left hand side Artuzio. Still looking for his first of this game. Sends it across. Nobody home. And once again, Sisu all over that cross ice pass. Just too many bodies, sticks, and skates in the lane. Not completing any of those easy tap-in goals we often see Artuzio able to articulate. Isn't that right, Endo?
Exactly. Just not allowing any work to go through right now. Just it's a great gameplay right now for both sides, but just right now, something's got to give. Something's got to give, and when it's gonna give, I don't know.
What a save. Olmark robs Artuzio on what is his best chance of the evening. Shot score! Mantha able to get on the board for Artuzio, breaking open the ice for him.
Yeah, just a good opportunity in front, getting out of the rebound, just to throw something to finally beat Olmark. Something you definitely need to do is obviously score goals. And again, they don't ask how, they ask how many. Right now, he's got one on the board. A little bit of a hill to climb, but I believe he's got time. He can do it. He's done it before. He can do it again.
As stick lift one clean by Sisu. And it's McAvoy. McAvoy works it in. Pressured by Artuzio, causes the turnover. Oshie. Intercepted by Sisu in the neutral zone as he looks now to gain the line. Does. Swings that one off the pad. Not the bounce he was looking for, but still has the puck. Sends it across as Kemper had to make the save. Kept alive by Sisu after his man played it out. Errant pass was able to be kept alive, but now turning the puck over. Kicked free off the boards. Artuzio has one goal to his name, looking for a second in the dying seconds here. Maybe a shot. No, does not find one as the score remains 3-1. Sisu over Artuzio, doubling up the shots there, Endo.
Yeah, he's getting a lot more opportunities right there. And it just seems right now that Artuzio has to play Sisu's game, and he's not getting a lot of opportunities in front of the net or anywhere near the net to get any sort of shots, tips, rebound plays going, and that could spell disaster for him here in the rest of this game.
Absolutely, as now Lindholm will swing that around McAvoy. Sisu going to regain that 3-goal lead as Artuzio looking to cut into it even further. Drop pass for Artuzio. Has the offensive zone. Now Backstrom. On the right-hand side, Artuzio going to work. Waiting for that pass. Sends it across. He scores! And while Sisu has done a good job so far eliminating those passes, one finally squeaks in for Artuzio. Tried and true. Just hammering away until one of those passes connects. And it's Ovechkin from Backstrom. I think we've seen that before, haven't we?
Yeah, we've definitely seen that before in the real-life NHL. And I believe that's the first goal for Alex Ovechkin tonight, which is unbelievable, realistically. It just shows you how different of a play style it is versus the actual NHL. Instead of setting up for the slot shot for Ovi in his office, you want to look for him backdoor itself right there. And right now, it looks like it's in good fashion for Artuzio. He's looking to bounce back.
And here comes Sisu right back with it. Going for a skate. Slot opens up. L2's his way in. Waiting for the bait. Pressured into the corner. Slips the check. Walks in. Backdoor score! Bergeron rifles that one in and gets the goal right back for Sisu.
He called it right there. He was looking for a bait, looking for some extra pressure on him. So he gets bumped into the corner and cuts right in. Gets that tape-to-tape pass right through there and puts him the back into that on the other side with big old Patrice Bergeron. Definitely a good, clean play. I don't think you could write a play like that any better than you could have right there.
You know, Endo, we are creatures of habit, and right away you see the tendencies from Sisu, those short side chances, backing him down, waiting for the mistake to happen, the bad step, opening up the ice. And once you have that open ice, you can find a way to thread the needle. He does just that. Now here's Artuzio, rifles one across, but stopped in the crease by Olmark.
Good decision to hold there and freeze the puck. And like you said, you see a lot of tendencies coming in this game itself too. Both players really want to play their own style, but they're kind of sometimes having to be forced to play something a little bit different that they may not like. And as he has it there, he scores. Backstrom gets that puck on the net there as from the rebound through from the point shot from the defenseman, and just great execution of a shot and getting something on goal. Beautiful work.
Hey, if that puck makes it towards the net, hey, whatever happens in front, that's all she wrote. As Artuzio, he's not going anywhere quietly. He's getting himself right back in the game with plenty of time left here. We are in our third period, 14:34 to go. This is our ECL 23 Winter 1v1 Championship. Best of 3. It's Sisu taking on Artuzio. This is game 1. Currently have a 4-3 lead of Sisu in favor of Artuzio. And now looking for more. Shot on. Steered aside. Now it's Taylor Hall here for Sisu. Sisu taking the open ice. Krejci off into the corner now. Wraps around the left-hand side. Working on the half wall. Makes one miss. Looking for Hall. Doesn't shoot. Then front. Zaka with the short side chance. Kemper makes the save.
Still looking again for that short side of Sisu. Just whatever works for him. He's looking for that goal tried and true. Trying to get it over there. Get the goalie off his rock a little bit. And just open up that little slide right through for an easier goal than what he has to work for already.
Artuzio will see what he can do with the offensive zone here. It's Mantha. Artuzio around the world spin, but pass didn't connect. Stepped into along the blue line. Now Jensen. Jensen takes a skate. Poked away. Back into the neutral zone. Oshie with speed into the offensive zone for Artuzio. Mantha with a shot just wide of the net off the glass. Kicked free left-hand side. Sisu gets there first. Sends that across Smith. Cross ice pass to DeBrusque. DeBrusque on the forehand. Coyle. Backdoor pass is intercepted by Artuzio. Artuzio now, as he'll look to get some fresh bodies on the ice, looking for that first line again. Works his way through the neutral zone. Finds some open ice. Artuzio driving towards the net. A pass does not go. Olmark plays it out. Sisu finding Smith. Smith with a nice move. In all alone. Forehand stopped by Kemper. Nowhere to go. Swings it out in front. Not there. Was looking for Travis Federick. Now Artuzio down by 1 here. 6:50 to go here. ECL 23 Winter 1v1 Finals. This is game 1 of best of 3 series. And on your lower left screen, you can see the top of that trophy that they're playing for. As now Sisu has been impressive. It was a 2-0 sweep over Eki earlier. Artuzio taking down. Shot, score! Gonna say Artuzio had taken down Hanselino en route, but it's Sisu with the commentator's curse, able to get himself back on the board with a long-range bomb from McAvoy. And the tip from Marchand in front. You saw him calling for it. Another new thing in the game this year. When they're open, their sticks are in the air saying, hey, take a shot, I'm in front. That one goes in. It's 5-3 here in game 1. Sisu over Artuzio. As Endo, what did you see there that Sisu is doing differently, able to put up 5 goals in this game 1 over Artuzio so far?
I think the one thing he's definitely done is be able to be a little bit more patient than before. Usually you saw him like forcing a lot of plays instead of trying to just break it down a little bit. Right now, Artuzio is kind of off his rocker a little bit in terms of finding out how to make things happen in his fashion. He did mention that they played each other in the qualifier game, and it didn't go necessarily in his favor, but they also have like little less experience, so it's kind of a feeling out process. Usually you don't want to use game 1 as that, but that might just be the result to figure out how they play and how you can attack and find out their weakness points.
The new kid on the block, taking on the world, taking on a lot of the old heads that have been here for quite some time. Decades of hockey competitive experience for the others that were here. And it's Sisu in his first LAN has looked very good. But Artuzio, plenty of time to work with here in the final slow minute. If he can get one there, we'll see what he can do. Now Ovechkin doesn't get it over. Now Van Riemsdyk offsides on the play. Had he had a chance to get that lead down to 1, would have had a much better opportunity. It comes out to the neutral zone.
Still some time left and maybe a minute of real time. Anything can happen. We know this game is really, really unpredictable half the time. So let's see what happens here.
It's Sisu. Leaves around his man. Pops that one off the stick, and Artuzio coming back the other way. Artuzio in over the line. Works his way in, toe drag into the corner, swung behind the net. Nice rotation here. Brown looking for a shot, doesn't go. Pasternak was right there to block that attempt, kept alive by Artuzio. Swings it across. Strome doesn't get the shot away. Pasternak again, right where he had to be to stifle any kind of offensive opportunity. But it's still Artuzio. Works in with the shot, and Olmark makes the save for Sisu.
Olmark's bailing Sisu out a little bit here. He can definitely rely on his goaltender, especially when he's Linus Olmark of all people, as we'll possibly have a timeout here. Ooh, a timeout there by Sisu. That's an interesting play right there, knowing that Artuzio is gonna definitely be on the offensive play right here, trying to go really into him and just try to freeze him up a little bit, get some extra stamina for his players.
Sisu wins the tie-up. Now Marchand has the offensive blue line. Sent all the way down the ice for Artuzio. That one's coming back. It's an icing.
Yeah, definitely something you don't want right there, especially what could have been a breakaway opportunity for him. You do not want to dice that puck down unless you just want to get this game over with.
Absolutely right. As 12.1 to go in game one, our best of three series, Artuzio and Sisu. One final chance here to get on the board. It's Ovechkin working with Artuzio. Carlson shot. That one whistled wide. As one last shot, that will do it. Game one in the books. It's Sisu taking down Artuzio, the 16-year-old kid. One win away.
Great work again from Sisu, showing that he may be young, he may be inexperienced with the land environment or just competitive in general, but he's willing to put up a show, and so far he has a 5-3 win right here in game one. He's one win away from taking the crown here and becoming the his first ever ECL 1v1 champion here in the ECL 23 winter season.
As he was able to outshoot Artuzio, but Artuzio did have more time on attack, just unable to get the extra goal support that he needed. And Sisu did such a fantastic job taking away those cross-crease passes, as Artuzio was able to get a couple of them on the goal and towards the boards, but you see a couple of these goals coming in right there, saves as well. But man, Sisu has certainly impressed me thus far.
Yeah, he's definitely someone to watch, and not only just for this matchup right here, but just in general. Like we said, he's definitely a phenomenal up and rising talent in the ECL here 1v1s, and definitely something to look forward to, not only just over here, just future events, just generally the growth of the esports scene and the 1v1s and also 66 as we talked before on the show. And it's getting younger, you know. There's a quote that says, "The future is now, old man," and I believe the future is here and it's coming up, especially with Sisu being the ripe age of 16 years old and just showing that he has no fear at all in his heart.
I mean, it's such an insane thing to think about, going against some of the all-time European greats in this NHL esports space. And again, only 16 years old, was able to beat Nicky Dangles, was able to then beat Eki, two of the best. So certainly already cementing himself as one of the EU elites, and definitely would get more accreditation to that if he's able to win here and knock off Artuzio. But Artuzio, again, been here, done that. He's been a finalist for a regional finalist for the GWC, and he's made his mark for years in this space competitively. He's been down games and series before, so we'll see if Artuzio can put his best foot forward here in game two.
You said it best. Honestly, there's not really much I can say in terms of, teams being, these players being absolutely great and having the ability to be composed and being able to basically figure out a way to work their way in. Both of these players have come back from tie games, have come back from deficits. And so it won't be a surprise to see Artuzio coming out a little bit more aggressive and less defensive to kind of figure out what can work against Sisu here. Because again, they haven't really played each other much. So game one could be a feeling out process. I would definitely love this series to just go on forever, but tonight we have to crown a champion, and I'm not sure who it's gonna be because right now Cisu's got a good lead on it. But at the end of the day, you have 3 games as the best of 3. Anyone can win out of these 2.
Well, unfortunately, it is only a best of 3, so we will not get that all-day series that you're expecting, Endo. 3 games will certainly be enough to crown a champion here today. As we are taking a look at some of the replays from that game, it was Bergeron opening it up. You see that L2 move from Pasternak, finding Bergeron, and here again, just waiting, baiting, making a mistake. Artuzio, just final seconds, just it's that last step that makes him able to find the back of the net. It's all about patience and commitment to your craft, and Sisu has certainly showed that thus far. But Artuzio knows a thing or two about pushing on his craft as well, and here he comes with the opening offensive possession. It's Artuzio looking to get on the board early. Swings that one out in front. Backstrom sends that across, intercepted. Sisu cannot clear the zone. Backstrom finds Ovechkin. Artuzio doesn't let it go as he waits for a man backdoor. Weaving his way around, looks for the one-timer from Backstrom. Whiffed on it. Orlov now finding Carlson. Drop back to Orlov. Artuzio working the puck. Strong cycle game here early. He wants that opening goal. Sends it backdoor, intercepted by Bergeron. Hard to get the puck past him. The best two-way defensive forward in the game. Zizou out in front. As this top line versus top line. Again, I thought the game within the game, Endo, and this is certainly one of them as Artuzio now swings around the net, threatening offensively once more. You can certainly sense the urgency within Artuzio, wanting that early goal. Again, coughing that puck up. Here comes Zizou wide left. Zizou has Bergeron the trailer, sends it out in front, and played well by Artuzio. Stuck with Bergeron the whole way, didn't let him get open. Now Taylor Hall works this one in, shot score! David Krejci opens the goal-scoring effort from Zizou.
What a pass in front right there. Just absolutely turning around and giving the pass right in front on his tape. It's across crease, but it's absolutely beautiful placement and great timing over there from Zizou. Getting the lead again over here, 1-0 so far in the first. Great work.
Great work indeed. Pavel Zacha now going for a skate, crossing the neutral zone. On the left-hand side is Mantha. Artuzio looking to get himself back in this game. Works it again on the left-hand side. Looking for that pass. No, forehand shot, did not get it off as Zizou looking up ice now. Coughing that one up again. Pops it back to Grizzlick in the neutral zone. Hall gains the line. Hall works his way in short side. Didn't get the shot away. Hop back out in front. Artuzio looking to clear the line. Look at some fresh troops on the ice as well. Jensen finding Strome. Strome across the blue line here. Wide right. Takes it down in low. Shot on. What a goal there from Strome. I was trying to process what was going on. Last chance puck movement works out well for Artuzio. What a goal.
Absolute great dive there from Dylan Strome. Coming in, crashing the net right there. Holds it back and sees it loose. Just fully jumps across the crease. Popped it in the back of the net. That's a very interesting play itself. Just instead of playing a little backhander, just fully dive over, flying through the air. Beautiful work.
Beautiful work there as now it's Zizou into the offensive zone, looking to regain the lead on a wrap. Turned aside as Artuzio drops it back to his goaltender and Kemper. Now Carlson. Sauced up the wing, intercepted, stopped in his tracks, and now here comes Marchand for Zizou. Makes one miss shot. What a save, Kemper, the blocker. Able to keep that 1-1 tie here. Now giving Artuzio a chance offensively. It's Strome, the goal scorer. What a goal it was. Like I said, I was trying to process what my eyes were seeing. You don't see a goal that clean off the last chance puck movement that often as Artuzio just maintaining his edge here, avoiding the forecheck of Zizou. Gave up that goal last game from the forecheck. Doesn't want to make that same mistake. Mantha digs that one out of the corner as he looks backdoor. Doesn't get the pass off. Not sure what was going on there as Artuzio's man had his stick stuck up in the air there, Endo.
I think what happened is it was either locked in an animation looking for a pass or the 1T just never executed. Unfortunate on his end. He's probably going to be really upset about that one.
Absolutely right as bringing this one down across. It's Carlson. Feeds that one up to Milano. Milano off the red line. Sheary able to use his speed. Now Artuzio looking for that pass across again. Finds Milano, far side rip off the boards. Carlson brings it back in. Another drive does not connect. Here comes Zizou. Has Coyle. Coyle maybe with a step. Coyle along the goal line here, waiting for that pressure again. You see, he is just waiting, baiting you in. As now a shot. Smith in behind the net. Zizou looking for that pass in front. Kemper able to get the glove on it and get the stop.
Yeah, so far it still looks like it's Zizou's game right now. Holding it in the zone, just waiting and waiting and waiting for the goalie to get baited over across. We can put a little wrap on the other side. So far, no dice on that respect, but so far just still a very, very close game right now as we're nearing the end of the first period.
As Kuznetsov hands it off to Backstrom. In behind the net now, right-hand side, Kuznetsov. Spins around one. Beats his man, slap shot on at the buzzer, nothing doing. We remain even, 1-1, after one here in our second game of this ECL 23 Winter 1v1 Finals.
Just again, great even matchup right now. Artuzio's coming out of the gate here, just doing well enough to put himself in the same level field as Sisu right now with a tie game. Artuzio's gonna have to take a little bit more chances now to kind of get himself a little bit more into the game, I could say, because the last chance puck movement goal was great, but you have to get something a little bit more consistent, in my opinion, to kind of stick to Sisu at the moment.
Marchand with the speed, trying to force to Bergeron, doesn't go. Now Artuzio. Like I said, you could sense that urgency, but nothing doing just yet. Off the right-hand side, intercepted. Sisu coming back the other way. Hands it off Marchand. Marchand right side, crosses the hash. Cuts back into the slot with a shot. Did not go. There was a stick in the lane. Now Artuzio, Kuznetsov. Stripped of the puck by Sisu. Sisu crosses the line. Sisu on the forehand, had a step but lost the puck. Now it's Artuzio. Still looking to open this thing up. Now Artuzio throws that one up the wing. Oshie intercepted by Sisu. Finding Bergeron left side. Knocked off the puck, still loose, battling for it in the corner. As Artuzio able to dig that one out, but Sisu back in the neutral zone. Now into the offensive zone, it's McAvoy. McAvoy's going to have Taylor Hall on his wing open, but he was on the forehand, couldn't get the pass through. Now left-hand side here, it's David Krejci. Working with Sisu, sends it out in front, intercepted, read well by Artuzio, pass off the boards. Wilson trying to fight through that stick check, he cannot. As now here comes Sisu once again. Pavel Zacha stripped of the puck, and it's Artuzio. Still looking for that opening goal of this period, as now a shot, a rebound attempt off the skate, did connect, but a nice save there. Left-hand side, taking this zone entry slow. Now here comes Sisu. Sisu cuts it back, drops it to Hull. Hull pass in front, nobody home as he tried to hit his man. Could not corral that one in. Krejci pulls it back on the forehand, finds Zacha, nothing doing. Jensen all over him as Artuzio. Heavy foretrack here from Sisu. He's got to be careful. Had two men caught deep. Now onto the right-hand side, Kuznetsov on the backhand. Looking for that goal in tight. And Olmark making a fantastic save on the rebound attempt. Sisu feeds in Coyle. Coyle just runs out of room, as it is amazing the patience that Sisu has to take what is given in front of him, not forcing the agenda, as now waiting and again baiting many of the time using that L2. Isn't that right, Endo?
Yeah, definitely. I thought he was going to shoot there with Coyle when he had the puck right in the slot there, but decides not to do it. It could be in his favor here. Passes it out. Allmark make the big save there. Just great work in general. Big saves, massive saves here from Allmark, who's keeping Sisu in it right now. Great work.
He is keeping him alive so far, as now Smith walks over the line. It's Coyle. Oh, he was looking for the backhand to the forehand, but now poked free. Artuzio the chance to counter here. Artuzio all the way into his own zone, in behind the net. Like you said, 2 forecheckers every time Artuzio has the puck. Here comes Brown. It's Artuzio. Has a man backdoor. Forces it across, but Olmark was there with the pad first. Now looking for that short side chance as Eller walks in and going for the around-the-world spin goal, but did not find it. Artuzio coming back with it again. You can still sense the urgency. Sends it across with a feed. Nobody on the other side. Artuzio still keeping the puck in. Maybe a little bit of baiting his own way. Now looking for the shot. Puck's in the slot. Turned away Sisu. Gonna break this puck out of his own zone. Finding Coyle. Coyle to Frederick. Frederick finding Greer. Greer doesn't get the shot away. Frederick off to the left-hand side. Bumped by Artuzio. Fought off well. Now looking for the pass across. Nobody home on the other side. Coyle popped free once more. Artuzio electing to slow the game down as the second period comes to an end.
I don't think there was barely any whistles or anything whatsoever. Just straight action over there. Chris, take a sip of water right there. You're just going crazy with the commentary there. Hats off to you. I could not do what you do, my friend. Absolute great work over there, but also
sure you can. We saw a little bit of that earlier, Endo.
That's my first time
Did well
doing that,
taking
don't
over in relief while I was battling some technical issues, but hey, we battle on. Puck drop underway. Will a winner be crowned here in this game? Zizou backdoor score! Make it snappy. Marchand, the go-ahead goal to open the third period.
I guess all Sisu needed was a restart over there to get everything back in level. And the first drive off of the start of the game passes it right through right there. Backdoor. Big bad Brad puts a top cheese right there and hits him with another with that little shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Great work.
Oh, that's an all-timer, Endo. Big bad Brad puts it top cheese. I love that. As now Artuzio winning that draw. He's got to get himself back in this game. Shot! Oh no! What a missed opportunity. I was already dialing up my goal call, but could not find a way. He was on the backhand. Now Zizou can capitalize off of this one. Finding McAvoy. McAvoy stops up. Marchand blocked out in front. Marchand looking for another. As now gaining the line is Artuzio. Artuzio works it in. Cuts it back. Now still looking for that pass. Finds Ovechkin down low. Ovechkin with a shot. Omar with the answer and the cover.
Yeah, expect a lot more shots from Artuzio looking to get something on there. You're going to see a lot more slot shots, I think, in my opinion, just to get things going on here, because right now, finding them down low is not working for him, as you saw earlier.
That drive whistled off the glass as Zizou able to slip his check along the boards. It's Marchand. Marchand has the speed. Works it in. Lindholm looking for McAvoy. A shot and a save. Kemper played out, played up ice, return fed. Left-hand side sauced up the boards. Going no further was Oshie. He was met at the blue line by Zizou. Zizou finding Hall into the offensive zone. And it's Hall. Has space to work with. Cuts it back onto the forehand. Squeaking through. Looking for the shot. Blocker saved into the corner. Krejci now reloading here is Hall. Hall with a step. Oh, had a drive to the net, but elected to pass to Zaka. Could not connect on the centering feed. Now Artuzio, 12:50 to go here in the third, down by one, down in the series. Can Artuzio find a way to push a game 3, or will the kid win his first title? Here we go. In the neutral zone once more, to the offensive zone, Zizou. Zizou works around, looking to feed that one out in front. Another last chance puck movement effort did not go. As Ovechkin here for Artuzio. Drop pass Jensen. Jensen doesn't shoot. Now he does with Kuznetsov. Omark robbed him. A great play, great patience and IQ to pull off that shot. Did not go. Artuzio out shooting 13-6, Endo.
Grizz, we need to oversell us a little bit more. That might be the biggest save of this entire tournament right here by Allmark, getting that glove right across to absolutely take that chance away from Artuzio. That could be the game changer right here and in the defining moment in the ECL 1v1 winter season.
And he mentioned how good that goaltender was in that pregame interview. It's one of the reasons why he chose the Bruins. Of course, obviously likes the Bruins anyway, but having a good goalie certainly helps wanting to use them. As now looking for a step, Bergeron. With Zizou, a 1-goal lead, 8:10 to go here. ECL 23 Winter 1v1 Finals. As now curling it back, we are in a best-of-3. Another last chance puck movement. I've never seen this happen this often. As now Marchand throwing that one up the wing. It's Bergeron. Bergeron has a man backdoor, just missed on the pass. Couldn't dial it in. Zizou still threatening offensively. It's Pasternak turning that one over. Artuzio coming back the other way. 1-goal game. Can Wilson find a way to energize Artuzio, tie this game up? Now looking for Orlov. Orlov backing his way in towards the slot. Now battled in behind the net. Looking out in front with Mantha. No pass option available. Still going for a skate. It's back out in front. Mantha once more. Artuzio threatening in under 4 here. Needs a goal to get himself back in this one. As he looks for the pass across, not there. And just patience by Zizou, not overcommitting, not making a mistake late in the game. And it's Artuzio taking the penalty.
Oh, this is not a good recipe right here for Artuzio. He needs to kill this off, or even go on a power kill to get something going here. He needs to move and do something quick.
As Backstrom in over the line, Artuzio looking for that short-handed goal. Doesn't go his way as he lost the puck. Sisu looking to break this puck out clean. Finding Krejci, clean 2-on-1. Krejci's shot, score! That may be the dagger, Endo.
Absolute great play right there, too. Unfortunate bounce for Artuzio, who just had to take a bad penalty right there off of the trip, and it just does not work well in his favor as Sisu goes the other way and gets one in the back of the net right there. 3-1 right now.
Calm and collected, able to just take down whatever task is set in front of him so far. Working with Taylor Hall out of the corner. Makes Artuzio miss a couple of times, and finally support came in for Artuzio to cause the turnover. Swung that one onto the left-hand side. Final minute, the slow minute. 2-goal deficit here for Artuzio. He has to go to work now. Artuzio, toe drag off the boards. Turn that one over to Sisu. Now left-hand side, final 30 seconds. Can Artuzio find a way to get himself back on the boards? Or on the board, excuse me. It's Krejci. Krejci left-hand side, 26, now 25 to go. Upstairs, he scores! Pavel Zaga backhand to the forehand. And man, if that last one wasn't the dagger, surely that is.
That might be game, set, and match there. Absolute great performance from Sisu. Also from Artuzio, keeping things close. 24.3 seconds left. Let's see what happens here.
We'll see what happens indeed, and it's more offense from Sisu.
He's not done.
No, he may not be done. As final 10 here. The ECL 23 Winter 1v1, not without one final power play. Still has a little bit of time to work with. Get a little more salt in the wound. Let's see. As one right on. Final 5 seconds here. Artuzio get one last chance, a drive, 1 second, and that is it. Our first ever ECL 1v1 champion in the ECL 23 winter season is crowned. It's the 16-year-old phenom, Sisu.
We want to talk about setting records over here. No, to note as well, Sisu hasn't lost a game at all this season. He went undefeated the entire way, has not lost at all. That is absolutely unheard of. For a 16-year-old in his first LAN event to take down giants like Nikki Dangles, take down Artuzio and Eki. Insane.
That might be one of the runs of all runs. Your first time on LAN, you take down Eki and Artuzio, and there it is, Susie with the trophy. Sisu with the trophy. Unbelievable stuff. Endo, he gets it done with his favorite squadron, the Boston Bruins, and there it is, the first ever ECL 1v1 champion.
Amazing work over here with Sisu, just coming through, showing not only does he deserve to be here, but he is ultimately the guy this season. Again, not losing a single game, coming back from deficits, taking leads, taking names, showing that, you know what? I'm the guy. I'm him. He is him.
And absolutely, Crease Police says probably watching guys like Eki, Artuzio, and Nikki the last few years and now playing and beating them. And it was Eki that said, hey, you know, he watched me enough to redeem VIP. So he certainly was in the background grinding away until he finally had his chance here. Our champion is crowned. And honestly, I'm stunned. I had no idea what this kid was going to bring to the table. Usually your first opportunity on LAN typically doesn't go the way you might think it would, just because there's nerves, you know, whatever it goes. But I do believe we are standing by with an interview with our new champion.
Great work.
Thank you, Grace. I'm here with Sisu right after his championship winning series against Artuzio. So you now taken down some pretty big names in your first LAN finals event. How does this feel?
Fucking amazing. All time when I played, I feel good, and I just played my own game, and that's it.
You heard it here first. He's really loosening up. You really wasn't challenged all night long, and you seemed to be on your game right from the get-go. So clearly you wasn't phased by this live setting. How did it feel coming in? You said you were a bit nervous and excited, but it really didn't show in your game. Talk a bit about that.
Yeah, I was nervous when I was playing my first game, but I got my own game going on probably like when Eki was leading the first game 2-0. Then I got my own game going.
Yeah, so you showed some of that resilience clearly in that one. I overheard you say you're playing, or you used to play real hockey or traditional hockey as well. Are there some elements in that sport that you're able to draw inspiration from and utilize in your esports NHL career?
I think not. It's a different game.
Yeah. How about then? You said that you've learned a lot from the likes of Eki, but now you were able to kind of beat him with his own tools. Do you think you're gonna be able to be maybe a player that mentors other in the future?
I hope that. I hope I can play like this on next tournaments, and tomorrow is Tampa tournament that we're gonna see.
All right, and you're aiming high in that one, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So that'll be it. Big things coming for Sisu. Congratulations on your championship. Do you have anything you want to share with the audience still?
Voinko mä sanoa suomeksi? Terveisiä Nastola, Leksalle ja Teemulle ja Jonnille. Tulkahan torille.
Back to the studio, guys.
As there you have it, our 1v1 champion. And what a run. A complete storybook. Again, just stunned. The way he did it, battling adversity, multiple 2-0 deficits erased against one of the all-time greats in Eki. Yeah, bravo. Give him the clap.
Yeah,
and
give him the
it's
clap.
just unbelievable what he was able to accomplish. And now he's certainly on my radar, not just for the ECL tournaments, but he mentioned Bolts tomorrow. He mentioned, NHL 23 WC's right around the corner as well, maybe trying to qualify for that. He's certainly going to make his mark, and he's already done so here today.
I think he might already be a fan favorite with his choice words.
Gotta be, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be. It is amazing. Great work again from Sisu. Not only just Sisu, just everyone who competed today, everyone who competed in general for the ECL 1v1 winter season. Absolute great work from everybody, regardless of whether you placed or whether you did not finish certain games. Just amazing work overall, and great work to everyone behind the scenes as well too. And having this all go well and run as smoothly as it has been already so far. Just
Well, it definitely takes a lot of people to pull something like this together. It's not just the competitors, it's not just the broadcasters you see on your screen right now. Everyone behind the scenes putting this together, putting in I know Ken's put in a million hours to get this thing done.
Yeah.
And it's just a tribute to the hard work that everyone puts into what you can get, the kind of product we can put on for entertainment. Definitely want to shout out all of our sponsors as well here for helping put this thing together. You, Endo, as well, providing excellent color commentary here today. So from Endo, from myself, from everyone here at Sports Gamer, congratulations to our champion, the 16-year-old phenom. I will not stop saying that, as what a storybook run it was. And that is going to be all from us here at Sports Gamer. Take it easy, guys.